Coming to you from the land of the rising sun.
And down under.
I'm Kyle.
And I'm Jerry.
And this is Distant Relatives.
Grinding for that coin.
I'm sorry. What?
What I'm trying to say is I'm celebrating Sweldo Day.
Oh, yeah. Getting that coin. Okay.
Yes.
I thought, like, what are we grinding for?
That coin,
like literal
sis.
hustler
Yeah.
situation.
I haven't even seen that movie, unfortunately.
Really, it's so good, but then it affected me so bad.
Oh my gosh, why?
It's just the sadness of life and
Oh
everything.
my gosh. I didn't know it was deep.
It affects people differently, I feel. But for me, when I watched it, I got really sad for them because the system is, I felt, the thing that pushed them to like hustle and everything. And it's also the system that got them. I won't tell you the story, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so sad.
Oh,
but it's such a nice movie.
Yeah, I just thought it was like a sexy, funny film. I didn't know it was
goes
like
deep.
It
goes deep.
Oh, that's a shocker. That's good. I didn't know that. Maybe I should watch it then.
You should recommend it.
Got it.
Okay, so what's going on there, Jerry?
Wow. First of all, we are at episode 11. Hello. That's crazy.
I know. I didn't think we'd go past episode 1.
Whoa.
Low expectations, Kyle.
What a milestone. Aren't you proud?
We are proud. I just included you in that.
Thank you to everyone who's been listening to us and, been keeping up with all of our episodes. It's really nice to know that some people listen and just really enjoy our podcast.
Yes, and thank you for those who are sharing without us forcing you to share it.
Thanks
really
for the
appreciate
support.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the support. And yeah, episode 11.
Yeah, whoop whoop.
To 1 million more episodes to go.
Ooh, love it.
We need to stay alive, Jerry. Stay alive.
Okay, updates for everyone. What's your update, Kuya Kyle?
So here in Japan, coronavirus still going up. But despite all of that, the Japanese government is doing this thing called the Go-To campaign.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you've heard of it.
No, I've never heard of it.
Okay, so it's an effort by the government to support local tourism.
Oh.
So what they do is they subsidize travel expenses so everyone could go out and about and spend their money so that the economy would thrive, basically. In this pandemic.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Right? And so a lot of people got angry and there was a lot of backlash, and you would expect it.
Yeah.
But because of the backlash, what the government did was they just took Tokyo out of the picture. So people who live in Tokyo cannot participate in the Go-To campaign.
So a lot of the backlash was coming from Tokyo.
A lot of the backlash is coming from the regional areas because Tokyo is the epicenter of the pandemic here in Japan, right?
I see. Okay.
So they don't want Tokyo people to go to their areas, basically.
Okay. Well, I guess that makes sense then.
But if you think about it, it's not fair because like the tax money, everyone is paying for it. And the tax money is being used to fund the Go-To campaign. And also, like, it doesn't really solve the problem. People will still be traveling. And Tokyo is not the only place affected. So if people go around, it's a lot of risk to like transfer the virus while on transit or whatever. And if you think about it, Go-To campaign won't stop Tokyo people from going around.
How will they check that? Like, how will they control it?
Really sure.
Are there like temperature checks or tests in the road, like border checks, stuff like
they're not
that?
doing anything like that. So you can really see that the government is just looking out for the economy. And I really, really want to know what they're thinking because honestly, I can only see it from, the bottom level of society. And for me, it's just scary. So if they can explain to us what their strategy is, I'd be very, very happy.
That's very interesting because I can see their side that they don't want the economy to suffer.
Yeah.
But they need to monitor that. They just can't let anyone outside of Tokyo travel around without any regulations or checks. I mean, I could understand if they have border checks and that they can check the people who are coming and going in. How can they control the spread then?
Yeah, that's the thing. We don't have the means for that in the first place. We don't even have the means for lockdown.
So when they go to the place, are they required to do a self-quarantine before they can walk around, like a 14-day?
No, I mean, I think that defeats the purpose of traveling. So it's just to promote local domestic tourism so that people would spend.
Wow,
That's
they'd take that risk.
I know, the government is risking their people.
Yeah.
To protect their people. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. Yeah. So what's going on over there?
That's wild. We have a similar issue here in Australia because since some of the borders have been lightening up the regulations, somebody from Melbourne came to New South Wales and then apparently he was COVID positive. And then he pub hopped across like different pub areas in near our area. Like near us, like literally just a few train rides away. And he was here.
That is so dangerous. That is so irresponsible, dangerous, and stupid.
Yeah, I don't think he knew at the time that he was COVID positive. I think after he didn't feel good and that's when he had like a check. And then he knew he was positive then. And then what happened was, my family went to the same restaurant that he went to, but my
same day?
Yeah, the same day.
Ooh.
Yeah, but they missed him by like 30 minutes. My family left earlier and then he arrived 30 minutes after.
Okay, it's after. Thank God.
Because like you can only stay in a restaurant at a certain amount of time. And then after that, the restaurant announced that he was there at this time and then people should be careful, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then a few of my family had themselves checked because they were worried. But thankfully, they're all negative. They tested negative. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
you can't really be sure, right? Because this person, we found out right afterwards. But then, like, some people probably don't even know that they're asymptomatic or whatever.
Yeah,
so.
That's true.
Stay safe, guys.
I know, it's really scary. Like, New South Wales cases are increasing. I thought we were okay already, but
everywhere in this world, I think we just have to live with it.
Yeah, just be extra careful. Wear your masks. I'm wearing a mask now. In the train.
Oh, okay. I thought right now, I'm like, I don't see a mask.
No. I'm starting to wear masks because remember I said Australia isn't a mask wearing country. Yeah. It's not. Yeah, but now I do just to be extra safe.
Yeah.
All right. That's done for our update.
Very heavy update. Okay, so maybe we can go to like a lighter topic, Jerso.
Yes. We're gonna lighten it up for everyone.
Okay, so now that we've basically shared our stories of how we got to where we are, the routes we took, our struggles of finding work, I think we need to take a step back and just reflect, right, Jer?
Indeed. As you guys have already seen in the title, we will be talking about how we feel about living in Australia and Japan. We will share the things we love and
the things we don't really love. Because hate is such a strong word. I just don't want to use it.
You know, disclaimer, our preferences come from our individual backgrounds and we'll be inevitably comparing our situations now with the ones we had back in the Philippines.
Yep. Awesome. All right. Wait, Jer, how many are we sharing each again?
3 each. And do you think it's good to share like alternately?
Yeah, okay,
like
one at a time.
Me, you, me.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. Okay, awesome. Let's get to it. So,
okay.
First, Jer, let me ask you, how long have you been living in Australia thus far?
So we just celebrated our 1-year anniversary a couple of days ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How does it feel?
It feels great and time flies. Like, I didn't know we've been here for a year. And where's my Aussie accent? I want one. It's like a purchase item. Where is it?
I know.
I don't think I'll get it. Anyway.
I don't know. Like, I've been living, for me, it's my 8th year here now, and I still don't have the Japanese accent. So
don't you? You do when you talk.
When I talk English?
No, no. I mean when you talk in Japanese.
I try.
Like you don't sound like you don't sound like an English speaker when you speak Japanese.
I try. I try hard. But,
really?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can't say for myself. But
yeah, for sure.
Maybe we have to invite a Japanese native to check for us.
To judge your Japanese speaking accent. Okay.
Just the accent.
Cool.
Because my skills, I don't know.
You've already proven your skills, Kuya Kyle.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, listen to episode 10 and you'll be in awe of his, skills.
Thanks,
Proud of you still.
Aw, thanks. Okay, so the first topic is the things we love.
Woo!
So Jerry, tell me, thus far, what do you love about Australia?
Oh, okay. Aside from the beautiful views and the clean air and fresh produce.
Fresh produce. Yeah, that's something you need to love.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna be very specific with the things that I love. Okay. First thing is self-checkout at grocery stores.
Self-checkout.
Do you have that?
Yes, we do. But can you explain that for us?
So self-checkout is it's like the word. You have your own scanning
You check yourself
thing.
out.
Hey. In the mirror. I look good today.
Well, that's a good system that they implement there.
Body positivity.
That's right.
Woo. No. So self-checkout is being like your own cashier person at a grocery store.
Oh, so you're living the dream.
Yeah, my childhood dream. So what you do is you beep your own stuff and then you pay for your own stuff and you bag your own stuff. So it's very quick and convenient.
Right.
In a normal Aussie grocery store, you just walk to your little machine and then you do your thing and then you wrap your bag and then you
right. So it's quick in and out. I remember. I'm sorry. That's one thing I remember that I'm really frustrated about in the Philippines is that the lines are so long at the grocery stores.
Yeah. And there's just one person who will bag the stuff for you. Yeah.
I never really appreciated how fast it was here until I came back.
Yeah. I mean, there's an express lane with like 20 something items and lower. Like you can go there, but it's still, different when you can do it yourself. Like it's so much faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one.
That's one. Okay.
How about you?
I also love that. And there are a lot of things I love about Japan that I won't be touching on, like the awesome transportation system, the food, the climate, overall safety. I mean, I think that's a given. Right?
Yeah, okay.
So I'm going to go deep.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, yeah. I'm going to go deep in mine. And I think this will be related with overall safety to some extent. Okay. And I'll be talking from a person who lives in Tokyo. So I'm not really sure about the other areas of Japan. Mm-hmm. So here in Tokyo, your stuff comes back even when you lose it.
Ooh.
I have so many stories. You know me, Jer, I'm very burara. with my things, yeah. Ever since I was a kid, grandma would always be like, I'm burara! I would always lose my wallet. I would always lose my stuff and it would cause a fuss and everything.
Yeah, you'd misplace your things.
Yeah, I misplace my things a lot. Anyway, so here, I mean, like a show of character, I still lose my stuff. So,
okay.
And one time, I lost my wallet.
Oh my god.
Everything, my credit cards, my identification, my visa, everything is in there. Yeah, because we have a card, so that's what you need to show. And I was like, of course I was so scared. My whole life was basically, if I wasn't able to show my visa thing, if there was a police check, I could be fined, I could be deported, if I was, So there's so many risks. And then I was frantic, I was looking for it and I couldn't find it. And so I went to the police and said, I lost my wallet, I'm really sorry. And I told them what it looked like and I gave them their number. And they said, if it comes to the station, we will contact you. But if it doesn't, we're really sorry. So that's the thing. I was really hoping it would come. And sure enough, it came back.
From that police station?
It's not at the police station, but they sent it out to the headquarters, and they did like a notification for all the police stations around. And then when it came back, they contacted me. It's such an efficient
How
system.
efficient is that? Yeah,
I know.
That's so good.
And I think it also goes back to the people who, because for us, right? Like, if we see something on the street, like, I would be like, maybe I can just like take, like,
No.
In the Philippines, I would have that mindset like, oh, this is a blessing from God. Something like that.
Ooh, $50.
$50, that's mine now. But yeah, here, people really respect other people's stuff. So that's something I really like. Like, I'm
that's
really,
so
really
interesting.
grateful.
Did you have money inside the wallet?
I did.
Did it get, did somebody take some?
I don't think
like,
so.
Ooh, just a sneaky 500 yen.
I don't know.
Or something.
But one of the cards disappeared.
Oh.
But I don't know if I
card?
lost it prior to that or if it happened during the situation. I don't know. So
I love how you don't even know
thanks.
how and where you lost your card.
Yeah, I'm not the best keeper of things. Anyway, where's my
Wild.
wallet?
Well, I'm glad you got your wallet back.
Yeah. So I have like other stories. There was one time I left chocolate on the train.
What?
And then nobody
got it?
then nobody got it.
Was it unopened chocolate?
It's an open chocolate, of course. I mean, it was like meant for pasalubong and stuff like that. So. It's very convenient here.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Is it the same there?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I know an instance where people steal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, even like in buildings and establishments.
Oh, okay.
I lost my blazer somewhere and then nobody returned it.
Oh, okay. So it's probably just like me. Oh, this is probably a blessing from God. You snooze, you lose the dumpling.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm burara too and I lose a lot of things, but people don't return it to me, so that's sad.
Yeah, here you can just like leave your phone in a cafe to reserve your seat.
Good for you.
Yeah, so it's not
That's
that
a
kind of
good
thing.
place for burara people.
Yeah, I know. We are insured by the system. Okay.
Good for you.
What's yours next?
Okay, so next one is Australia is very big on contactless payment.
Ooh.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, like contactless payment, like you don't have to pay with money, you don't have to pay with your card or anything.
How do you pay?
I pay with my phone.
Ooh.
I've gone like 1 year without having money in my wallet.
I mean, is it because you don't really have money?
Is it because I'm poor? No.
Because I can say that for my... No.
Oh, no.
Back in the day.
Back in the day. But yeah, I don't withdraw money anymore. So I don't have like the paper money. I don't have coins. Yeah. All I have is my phone. I can literally go out with just my phone.
That's
like I don't need a bag anymore.
Here in Japan, it's also starting to take pace, the contactless system.
What?
Yeah.
Wasn't that like a thing way back? I remember Docomo Japan like
releasing
tapping stuff on train. And...
But still, I mean those like IC cards and everything. Yeah, it can be used, but it's not used everywhere. But now we have like actual contactless payment, so we call it cashless payment.
Okay.
And people start using it more now. And before, when I came to Japan, like credit cards, it's not accepted everywhere. That's something about Japan that a lot of people probably don't really know. That credit cards are still not the main method of payment, and there's still a lot of places that don't accept credit cards. If you're in Tokyo, I mean, I feel like, there are a lot of places now that accept it.
Yeah.
But then for other places, it's still not that, well received.
Okay.
Also because of the security issues and whatnot.
I see.
Japanese people are very, very, big on their like privacy and stuff. So
interesting.
Yeah. Oh. But yeah, contactless. I mean, is it happening in the Philippines though? I'm not really sure.
Oh no, I think they have like Gcash, but it's not. You can't apply it everywhere, and you have to like load it all the time. So it's still like an added step.
So it's not connected to your card.
I'm not sure if they can connect it, but all I know is like some people still have to load it.
Yeah, it's kind of scary too. Like if you connect something to the card and you're not really that trusting of it yet.
That's true.
Yeah.
So literally I use my phone to tap on the station, to go to a bus, and then I use it to pay for my meals everywhere, coffee, those kinds of things. I just use my phone, like tap, tap, tap.
Tapping
so
it.
easy. Yeah.
Poor phone.
I know, it's overused.
It's overtapped.
Overtapped.
Yeah.
But I love it. It's so convenient. I'm in love with contactless payment.
That's right. Just like social distancing. It's perfect for this season as well.
Yeah. Yeah, like not spreading anything else.
Yeah.
Like, okay, next for you is...
Okay. So this is just a personal preference. And I admit it's a double-edged sword to some extent. But here in Japan, so I would say that, I love how they treat others first.
Okay.
So, okay, my boss puts it this way and says that they've been taught ever since they were young to treat others first, to think about how others feel before acting. So it's sort of like promoting harmony. So that's the kind of
that's nice.
Yeah, that's the kind of situation here with people. That's why their customer service is really great, and people really treat each other very well here in that sense. So I'm saying it's a double-edged sword. I'm gonna talk about the things that I don't really like about later on. So I'm just gonna leave it at here.
Okay.
But yeah, don't you love Japanese customer service, Jer?
I don't remember anything that stood out.
Oh, really?
Yes. Sorry, I do remember.
There's like a TikTok about this recently. Do you know that? It like blew up.
No.
Like, I don't know. Maybe I can like link it down. But then it's this guy who was like showing how many steps or conversations people have with like the cashier just so that they can pay. Do you want like a bag? Do you want to make a point card? Do you want like right?
That's so
it's
funny.
yeah.
That's so funny. So I have this story and I forgot the place, but it was in the city.
Okay.
My mom and I were trying to look for this really popular lobster place.
Okay. Can't relate.
Can I search? Can you give me 1 second?
Okay. So while she's searching, I'm just gonna tell everyone I'm allergic to crustacean. So hashtag can't relate, Jer.
Sad. Don't you force yourself to eat shrimp sometimes?
Force myself. Well, I mean, I get really bad hives, so now I really don't.
Okay, give me 1
hour.
Like 1 minute.
2,000 years later.
How could you not know this?
Is this like the third time you're asking me this question?
Okay. Luke's Lobster.
Oh.
Do you know it? It's Shibuya.
No.
Okay, got it. Okay, bye. Okay, so Luke's Lobster is a really delicious lobster sandwich place. We couldn't find it, so what we did was we went inside a really big building, like super busy, very, mallish kind of building. And we just asked like the lady, like the information person, to give us directions. And instead of giving us like, the normal usual directions, like go left here, blah, 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 what she did was she left her post, physically walked us to the place. Aww. And she pointed and she was like, here's the place.
In that voice?
Something, no, not like that. But I felt so taken care of. Like, she gave us excellent service that we did not expect.
Yeah.
Like, she was so nice. And yeah, I remember that and I appreciate her. Thank you, lady, for helping us.
I hope she's listening.
I hope the lady is listening.
Yeah, excellent service here, guys. And I really feel like it's because of how they treat other people, and it's really ingrained in their culture as well. So
is it like customers are always right?
It is. Like they have this saying like customer is God. That's a different level, it's not just like
yeah. I mean, it's good for the customer, but what about the workers?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so you're gonna share like the negative side of this one later on. Okay, got it. Okay, the next thing that I really love about Australia is the efficient public services. For you to work in different fields, you are required to have like certain permits.
Okay.
So for example, if you want to work as a barista, you need to have like a barista permit.
For real?
Or if you want to work as a hair cutter person, you need to have like the right permits to be a hair cutter. You just can't wake up one day and be like, oh, I want to cut people's hair. No, you have to have like a proper permit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
it's the same here in Japan. Okay. I was also really surprised that you needed to have a license to cut hair. Like in the Philippines, I was
it's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Yeah, because it's a service that you're providing.
In the Philippines, you can just like, hey, I'm gonna cut your hair now.
But yeah, I mean, but it's also like there's so much commitment to like get these licenses, right? And then what if you want to change your job? What if you don't want to be a barista anymore afterwards, right? So I don't know. That's interesting. For baristas here, though, you don't really need to have like a license. I thought Japan was extreme already, but Australia is like pushing it.
Yeah, you need to get like a food and beverage like permit kind of thing because you're dealing with
food
people consuming stuff.
That's right.
So yeah, they really take that
seriously.
Yeah, they really take it seriously. Since my first job was a childcare assistant person, so I was taking care of kids.
Yeah.
I needed to have like a working with children check.
Oh.
Yeah, so we have to go to a public service and we need to apply. And what they do is they check my background and make sure like I don't have any criminal background or history or things like that, and make sure that I'm capable and well enough to work with kids.
Oh, so it's not an exam kind of thing. So it's like an interview.
No. It's just kind of situation where they do a security check and search you. And
okay.
Search your background and history or whatever.
I see. Well, but that's good. So they're really protecting the people by doing this.
Yes. They make sure that you're good to work with children. Oh. So when I got to the public service center, and there are a lot of stalls for people to be served. So like it didn't even take me 10 minutes. I just sat down, air conditioned, all good. I just had to give my ID.
Yeah.
I had to pay a little fee for the process.
And it's done.
Yeah, done, all done. And they said, okay, you just have to wait 2 weeks and then you'll have the permit if you're, if you're good. And I was like, okay, cool. As soon as I walked out of the place, I got an email with my permit. Yeah.
2 weeks.
As soon as I got out, and I was like, wow. So what they do is they under-promise and they over-deliver. So like they do it way faster. Not even a day.
That is amazing.
Not even 24 hours. It was really fast.
That's amazing because, for me, can I share my third one already?
Of course.
So mine is like convenience stores.
Okay.
And I love convenience stores for many reasons. It makes life really convenient. For one, I'm just gonna tie it into what you said. We can get like official documents from the convenience store here in Japan.
What? Convenience store? Like a 7-Eleven? Oh.
Yeah, so like your birth certificates, like if you have like registered something like that you need to like have to go to the government office and like have it printed out and everything. If you have like this thing called the My Number card, you're able to get that from the convenience store.
Wow.
It's so amazing, right?
Wow. And yeah, I think that's only in Japan.
Well, I mean, look, it's very convenient in Australia as well. So they really make it easier for the citizens. Because, in the Philippines, it takes so much time.
In the Philippines, it takes forever. Like, it's always a torture.
Yeah, I know.
To do
line
something, like getting your ID, your license.
I remember when I went home to register myself as an OFW, an overseas Filipino worker.
Yeah.
It took me 6 hours to line up. I was in a line for 6 hours. Then when I got to the window, I submitted the documents and everything was done.
Why? Why do they do that? Why is it like that?
Like the whole line thing just made it so unbearable. And I'm like, oh man, I just have to
it's always the worst.
Yeah.
I've never had a good experience in the Philippines. Like it's a minimum of 3 hours.
Oh, minimum. But in the airport though, I really like the electronic gate thing that they've implemented now. You don't really have to line up for immigration anymore. That's something I like. Props to the Philippines for that. At least. Just putting it out there.
But me updating my passport and stuff like that was
I'm sorry.
like
I love you, Pinas, but come on. So for me, I'm just gonna continue. Like aside from that, you can also have your stuff delivered and picked up at a convenience store. If you don't want like your Amazon package to be delivered at home, you can just pick it up at your nearest convenience store.
Okay.
Yeah, you can also
That's nice. Like
everything. You can pay. There's ATMs. You can pay for your bills. You can purchase airline tickets, bus tickets, tickets to Disneyland, tickets to the Taylor Swift concert or whatever, like all the tickets.
Wow.
And to top it all off, Jer, the amazing selection of food.
Ooh.
Oh man. I love convenience store food. What's your favorite conveni food, Jer, that you remember buying here?
I remember my mom and I bought this bento, this like lunch box kind of situation in a convenience store, and it tasted amazing. Like restaurant grade.
Right. You'd expect it to be like
really
icky, but then it's really good. For me, the onigiri and the fried chicken.
Yeah, like so they're really using the literal sense of a convenience store. Like it's 100% convenient.
It's super
That's
duper.
so good.
I love convenience stores. I want to live in there.
Whoa.
Yeah, such a passion. Okay, you have one more. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, I only gave 3.
Oh, just 3 ba? Can I say one more?
Of course, sure.
So, I know you said like you didn't want to share anything about commute, but I wanted to highlight this one because I found it like different from Japan and the Philippines. Okay. So, Australian trains have more chairs than standing space. Meaning like they prioritize people sitting rather than people standing up. But I think it's a population thing because I think, you know, in Japan and in the Philippines, there's just more people riding trains. So it's harder to implement that, which I understand. Yes. But Australian trains, they have 2 floors, like there are stairs in the train. The chairs are like the ones in buses. So one row has 3 chairs and the other has 2. And you can adjust the seats so that they can face each other. So if you're like a group of 6, so you can just like push the seats and then they're gonna adjust and then you can face each other. I was so mind blown when I saw that. I was like, ooh, adjustable seats.
In Japan though, like inside the city, they make a lot of space for standing up. But then when you go to the regional areas, you would find trains like these as well.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You can also like change the face of the, like you can face the seats together as well. And it's really amazing.
But see, that's pretty cool. Yeah, very convenient. I've never stood up in a train.
Yes.
We have a lot of things that we love about Japan and Australia. They are both such good countries, I feel.
Actually, it was really hard for me to make it just 3. And Jerry made it 4, so it's really unfair.
Sorry. And then Eddie, give one more. Kasi I saw in your script A, B, C, D. So I thought it was another one.
Okay, fine. Anyway, whatever. Okay, so...
Oh, then give one more.
No, it's fine. So now let's go to the things that we hate or don't like really much.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, so here, you know, in Japan and Australia, it's not perfect. And there's still a lot of things from the Philippines that we prefer more than here.
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
So, okay, Jer, so maybe you can start us up.
Okay. So, nightlife scene. It's ups. I have my priorities.
Okay.
The nightlife scene in Australia is not the best.
Okay.
First of all, they have outdated music.
Okay.
I've never went to a club or a pub that played an Ariana Grande song. Is it just me? Or
okay.
Does that pub not have any good taste?
Okay. Maybe it's a preference thing.
I think... No, but I mean, they just don't play the top hits, I feel. Right. Like really old songs. So they play really old songs.
You can't really just like full on bop to the...
No, there's no bopping,
no bopping
in the nightlife
just
scene
weird
in Australia.
Grinding. No
not
grinding?
Even. Because no grinding.
What kind of a nightlife
the thing
scene
here,
is that?
Because here they prioritize pubs. They like pubs. Okay. So, you know, like sit casual down, drinking scenes. Yeah. Yeah, so like a bar area, and then like they don't have dance floors.
Oh.
Like a lot of them don't have
Are you sure?
it,
Like, I
so
mean, have you been to like the actual? I'm sure they have a place to dance.
I went to one, but then the music's really
Okay.
bad, so like there's nothing to dance.
Maybe was it a
and there were like
Wednesday
two
night
people
or,
dancing.
or a Tuesday
No.
night?
No, it was a literal Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, 3 days.
And
Whoa.
then just like very whoa. It's just not what I find like
Yeah, like
in.
in the Philippines, the music was great for a lot of the places. I won't say for all.
So
It was really hopping, right?
yeah, in the Philippines there are like, super
Yeah.
clubs, and then like dance
Okay.
floors and really good music and lights and all that
Right.
jazz. So I miss
For
that.
me, Jer, like I didn't put this in mine because I'm old now and I don't really feel for this anymore. But back in the day, I felt the same way. Okay, so here in Japan, back in the day, there was a rule.
Back in the day.
No, because I think it changed. I'm not really sure. So,
Oh,
but
okay.
when the first years I was living in Japan, I tried going out, enjoyed the nightlife. I was young. But there was this rule. There was this no dancing rule.
What the actual
I know, right? You're out to like have fun, enjoy music, like in the club, right? But you can't dance. So apparently, like,
What?
it's for the safety of everyone and stuff
Why?
like that. And yeah. I don't know.
What? So what happens when you dance? Like what happens when you
So
try?
I tried dancing, but the bouncer comes and like, you. And you're like, oh, okay, right. And you're just like,
Oh my gosh.
but then you just have to like do the normal
Yeah.
side to side movement. Just control yourself.
Wait. So what were you trying to dance when the bouncer stopped
I was just trying
you?
to like, move, like hopping, because it was like there was a drop going on, like dun, 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 and then you just want to like go wild and like drop it. No.
Yeah, you want to feel
They
it.
don't.
You want to
Because like here in Japan, apparently like clubs are just a place to hook up for that booty call.
Mate.
Yeah.
Ew, interesting. I didn't know that.
Difference in culture.
Maybe that's why. Yeah, maybe that's why like people there are sad. Can I say that?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. It's probably just the places that I went to. I don't know if changed now, if the nightlife scene is better, but yeah. I'm too old for that now.
Nobody's too old for that.
My nightlife scene is just like me in a bed.
Sad.
Alone. Anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so for
next.
me, I'm just gonna get into it. Like the promotion of harmony thing that I said a while ago, it's really good.
Yeah, earlier.
But then it really makes it hard for people to move. So
What do you mean?
So people treat each other like first, right? Everyone has to be first. So imagine like for me, a person who was raised with a good taste in music. I don't know. Like I love listening to music and I love just listening sometimes to loud music, dancing in my room and stuff like that. But here you can't really do that. Because of your neighbors. And in the Philippines, in the morning, we would hear people singing karaoke.
Yeah,
6 a.m.
at 6
And like it's, yeah, I
Singing
know.
badly.
Like, come on. That's not the tune.
My way.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that because I grew up with that and it's fine. But here people really respect each other. So for me, it's really hard to move around because of that.
Wasn't there like a news where there was this Japanese guy who got mad at his neighbor because he was noisy, so he killed him?
Yeah, that sounds like something that would happen here.
Yeah, that was like recent, like a month ago or something.
So for me, like because treating each other, like of course it's a good thing, but then people take it to the extreme here. And I feel like because of that, it creates a wall between people. This is just me analyzing because it's really hard to uphold this like perfect empathy stance, like always thinking of the other person first.
Yeah, that's what I like about Japan.
Yeah,
though.
it's really
like
good.
How, it's really
But
good.
if it goes extreme though, like if you live here, of course, like people coming in, they would enjoy it. I enjoyed it first, but now, the wall though, like because everyone has to like maintain this perfect stance, people get tired easily, and they just don't make an effort anymore to make good relationships.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
It's not
that's
just
so
between
hard. There should be a
There
balance.
must be a balance. And this is not just between foreigners and Japanese. It's also between the Japanese themselves. They would say that they would have difficulties making relationships amongst themselves. So that's the kind of situation I'm in right now. So yeah, I'm not really enjoying it. Hopefully, things get better, or I don't know. But there's the good and the bad to that aspect. And I'm not even touching on like everything. So yeah, just surface level.
Why don't you put a surround sound,
I did.
no sound thingy?
I just did during this pandemic.
And is it working? You
it's
can't
fine.
hear anything from the outside.
I still hear
Then you
something.
can put loud music on.
I can still hear the cats mating outside, so and the neighbors aren't bothered with that. Anyway,
Damn cats.
those cats.
Aw.
Sobrang bitter ba sa cats? The joke lang.
Yay.
Anyway, so yeah.
That's sad.
That's sad, yeah. What else, Jer? What else for you?
Okay, next is malls and a lot of services close early here in Australia.
Wait, how early?
And when I say early, I mean 5:30 p.m. You're
What? The sun
done.
hasn't set yet.
Yeah, the mall's done.
Wait. So what if after work you want to go to the mall? You can't?
Yeah, you can.
Oh my gosh, so you can only go to the mall on the weekends if you're a working person?
There's only one day where you have a late night shopping, and that's on a Thursday. Okay. So, for example, you want to go on a weekday, it has to be a Thursday. So the reason why they close really early is because Australia values family time.
Really? Do you think that's the reason?
Yeah, because people in malls are also working.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say, so this is a way to cut costs.
No.
But maybe that's the real reason.
I doubt.
No.
Are you trying to make a conspiracy?
Yes.
No. I feel they're just being very family work-life balance sort of
that's true
situation, which is nice. But at first, it kind of sucks. Because in the Philippines, we're used to 9 p.m., 8 p.m.
Sometimes
in
10,
malls.
yeah.
I'm so used to staying at malls at really late times and having dinner and then going home at night, those kinds of things. But then in Australia, I leave at 5:30 or 5 p.m. and I'm like, what? Yeah, so it makes you reprioritize time management and things like that.
Appreciate the Philippines.
Yeah, and their hard work. Imagine sales ladies staying there in shifts and doing until 9 p.m, 10 p.m.
But if you think about it,
sad.
the family culture is still upheld in the Philippines despite it all.
What do you mean?
Maybe it's a
How?
cultural thing.
In what
Maybe
way?
I don't know. Let's talk about that in another episode.
I get it. The Philippines is family centered, the values, but because of work, they don't get to spend time with their families, even though they value families.
Yeah, so they make time on other days.
Yeah, but here in Australia, they give that time to you.
Oh, okay.
You don't have
Thank you,
to
Australia.
make shift. Yeah, you don't have to make shift and sacrifice your weekdays. Work hard, work as a mule, and then only be with your family 2 days in a weekend.
And they're trying to promote what's a good word for this? Breeding. I don't know. Because the population is down,
Australia?
right? Yeah, right. That's why the system for child support is really good there, and they want people to migrate to Australia because they need people.
I didn't know that.
No, yeah, but that's what I heard. So correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's what I know about Japan. They should promote dancing
In
there.
the clubs.
People need to dance.
To grind, yo.
Yeah, to breathe.
Oh.
Y'all just don't hook up over, bops, head bops.
You can't. Anyway.
Okay.
So next for me is I think a lot of people already know that the work culture here is really uptight and there's a lot of overtime. So you cannot go home until your manager goes home. You cannot go home until the president goes home. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's the kind of culture here.
That's a legit rule?
It's not a rule, okay? But then if you do go home before they go home, you're gonna get scolded. Yeah. And a friend of mine was like talking about it, and I was like, it's not true for all companies. Okay, so for me, it's not true, but then like, my gosh, like for that kind of culture to like happen, and like, so a lot of my friends won't be able to like spend time with me because of like those kinds of things and stuff like that, so it's really inconvenient.
Wow.
It's a thing. So people really value the hierarchy. People value work is life.
Yeah. Is it true though that if you sleep during work that it's a good thing because people think that you're a hard worker?
I don't know how that blew up. I don't know. For my company, if you sleep on the job, you're gonna get whipped.
You're a slacker.
I don't know.
So it's a
no,
myth.
but I don't know, like if people, I've never seen anyone sleep on their desks. And for people marketing Japan, I think they did a really good job with that. Because I thought I would be able to sleep on the job, but yeah, that's not the thing here, unfortunately.
Yeah, funny. Why did that blow up?
So yeah, it's also based on the fact that they say if the manager is still there, there's still work that needs to be done. So if they're still there and you don't have work, you have to ask them if you can help them with their work. That kind of situation.
Ooh.
So
I don't like that at all.
You can see like there's team play going on and but you know, I mean, our time is important as well.
Yeah.
It really depends on the person how they see these things, right? For me, well, I don't have it bad, so I really can't say much about that. But yeah.
But bad for your friends.
Yeah.
Poor friends.
Poor them.
Oh well. I mean, I think it's different everywhere because I worked in an ad agency, so people are always like working overtime and stuff. But since like I mentioned, Australia values like family time when you're a mom. You can request for like days off and you can work from home.
Oh my gosh.
So I have like...
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, I have moms
moms.
I have moms at the office who only work like 3 times a day.
3 times a day.
Yeah, I have moms in the office who work 3 times a week. So like they have Mondays, jealous. Thursday, Fridays off. Yeah,
maybe
stuff
I should
like
move to us. No, I'm just kidding. After all I've been through.
After 8 years of working hard,
just for a 3-day
there.
work week. But I'm not even a mom, so what am I saying?
Anyway,
next. I see that we have the same kind of theme going on over here.
Yeah, we have a similar one.
All right. Go, Jer.
What I don't like about Australia and Sydney, to be more specific, is that summer in Sydney, it's cold. It's still so cold.
I don't get it. Like how?
What do you mean? It's
What's
freezing.
The temperature usually?
Like
it doesn't go beyond 30?
Does
I don't know. You're there?
All I know is like beaches are freezing. Like the water's like ice cold.
I see.
You know, I mean, there's a time in summer when it's like actual hot, like normal hot. But I feel like it's only 2 weeks of that kind of hot in summer. I was so happy when winter was ending and then fall was ending, but I was waiting for summer and it didn't come. I was like, where's my summer? Like,
where did you go?
It's still so cold. Yeah. Like, I remember going to a really popular beach in Australia and it was so cold I couldn't even wear my bikini.
Oh, well,
privilege.
Like first world problems.
First world problems. I couldn't wear my bikini on the beach.
Oh my god, like my bikini. Anyway.
But no, because you know me, I'm a tropical girl. I like the heat. I like beaches in the Philippines. I like getting my tan
I think
on.
this is something I agree with. And this, I also feel the same way. We're the same type. I also love the Philippine heat. And I love just the tropical weather. Yeah. And a lot of people disagree with me. A lot of Filipinos disagree with me.
Same. But I love it.
And the third thing I really don't like about Japan is the winter.
Dun, dun,
I hate winter.
Yeah.
It's the bane of my existence. I swear. Like, I can't move. and like my body goes to like hibernate mode, that I grow fat during the winter because I eat more than I need. You store the food for fat. Basically, my survival instincts are just on hyper mode. You know what else I hate about the winter? You have to wear a lot of clothes. I mean, people like being fashionable and stuff, right?
That's true.
Like layering.
Yeah, I can't be fat. I look ugly with layers. I can't wear my cute things.
Like, I don't know. Like, for me, I mean, layering is good. It looks nice or whatever. But then, like, you're wearing too much stuff. And then, like, when you go into a building, it's warm. You have to take it all off.
Yeah, you look frumpy.
And then you go out and you have to take it. Like, you have to wear it again. Yeah. And in the train.
Yeah,
the trains here, like, there's heater on. So you have to, like, take it off. Like,
yeah, it's such a hassle.
Seasons and, ugh, I can't.
Yeah, I share the same feelings. Like, I just enjoy the Philippines tropical weather and then the rainstorms.
And the thunderstorms. Yeah, that's all I need. Just the thunder and the rain and the heat. But the thing is, people don't understand. Like, I mean, I love, like, seasons and everything. Don't get me wrong. Just like as a tourist. Yeah. But then if I'm going to
you just like living there and experiencing it again.
People don't understand the convenience of just having one kind of weather.
And I really like tropical weather. That's the thing. Or maybe we just grew accustomed to it.
Are we anomalies?
Probably, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, but no.
I'd rather
I live in pain every
my
morning.
My bones crack.
During winter.
I feel like 10 years old.
Just walking. Yeah, it's just not fun. It's not fun walking.
And your skin is
cold,
dry the whole time.
And then the wind. Yeah.
Yeah, we just don't really like it, huh? There's nothing good about winter
at all. Imagine taking a bath. Imagine walking around in your house. Imagine going outside every day in that weather. You think you'd like it, but after a while, you're gonna be like, oh, I need the heat.
Okay, maybe it's just me, but snow, no. I don't like the snow.
I've never
Do you want to though? I
want to
ask.
So
for someone who doesn't like winter,
I want to try
right?
at least once.
Yeah.
At least once.
That's me too.
And I want to take like the cute Instagram photo in a bikini.
What?
In the snow.
What kind of message are we trying to put out there, Jer?
Pretty IG babes do that.
Why?
I don't know why though. Like, it doesn't make sense, but it looks
But they
cute.
Get followers. Because of that, right?
So maybe that's our next, tactic. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's not us. Well, that's not me for that matter.
Yeah, but on that note, that's me. On that note, please follow us on Instagram.
And that's the end of the episode.
Hey, it is though.
All right. Okay, so
that was fun. That was a fun little episode.
Yeah, it just goes to show that there's much to love and much to hate as well. Yeah. Nowhere is perfect. Like, no matter where we go, we would find things we like and we don't like.
Indeed. That's a great way to put it, Kuya Kyle.
Yes. So maybe let's just go to the end reel of the whole thing, Jer. The usuals.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, so hey fam. It's been a while since I called you fam. What do you think of episodes like these? Please give us a comment. Give us some feedback. We really want to know. Maybe you can also share what you like or don't like about Japan and Australia.
Where you live.
From where you live. Anything that you want to share with us. We accept it with open arms.
Why not? Yes. And if you have any questions for us, please contact us at the email on the description below. If you just want to talk to us and anything.
Yeah, we want to talk to you too. Okay, we're also on Instagram at Distant Relatives the Podcast. Please follow and leave a comment.
Like and subscribe.
And we also have a Facebook page with the same handle.
Yeah, and you can give us some suggestions. Who knows? Like, your next comment could be our next episode.
That is right. Okay, so Jer, maybe we should wrap this up.
Yes.
Okay, so this has been Distant Relatives, and remember, even if life abroad gets hard,
you don't have to go through it alone. Bye guys.